is all yours. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Part 2 is next week at the same time.
Television South brings you the best in entertainment for Sunday evening. At 7:15, join the fun of Catchphrase with Roy Walker.
Tell us all about yourself, Robert.
My name's Robert Kramer. I'm 20 years old.
Got any hobbies?
Yes, football mainly. I support Arsenal.
Oh, well, I'm glad somebody does.
At 7:45, there's laughs with...
Surprise, surprise!
It's Celeria. Oh, no.
Then it's murder and mystery and Crazy Like a Fox.
Guess stumbling into these kind of things just naturally runs in your family, huh?
At 10, Britain's two most eminent historians unearth gripping facts.
Smith and Jones lift the lid on the Tudors in the world according to us.
All this for this Sunday from Television South.
And now here's the weather forecast. Clear skies with a moderate or severe frost tonight. Minimum temperatures -4 or 5 degrees centigrade. Cold and sunny at first tomorrow, but clouds spreading from the southwest during the afternoon and evening, giving a little rain in places. Maximum temperatures 5 or 6 degrees centigrade with a freshening southeasterly wind. And that's the weather forecast.
Whether you like it or not, I'm going to tell you. Now, come on, a quick quiz. Do any of you chaps know what this is?
It is the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel.
It's not my living room. That's right. I love playing jokes on people, but especially Roy, because he's always playing jokes on me.
Yes.
But you want that then?
I'd love
you
it.
Have it.
Thank
yeah.
you. That's nice. That'll be able to share that with my children. Yeah.
Roy is always playing jokes on me. At Christmas time, he said to me, this was before Christmas, I'd rather have my favourite album, which is by a band, than the Sistine Chapel. He said that just like abstract. And I found a copy of the picture, so I thought, well, I'll be a bit devious. And at Christmas time, I rolled it up and wrapped it up exquisitely in lovely paper, and it looked very expensive. And I wrapped up his favourite album in a very tatty-looking cover.
Yes.
And I said at Christmas, well, you've got a choice this time. I said, you can either have one or the other. And thank God he went for the glossy one, and I was able to say, well, 2 out of every, so we'll go for the Sistine Chapel. And
James, this is your best friend you're talking about.
It doesn't matter. But what it made, it got me thinking. Religious art. I mean, I think it's all sales hype, really. It's getting a message across. What's the best way of getting people to listen to the Bible? The New Testament, the Old Testament. It's very boring. It's not the sort of book you'd normally want to pick up, I mean, with paintings like that, it was iconographic.
Well, yes. I mean, art is one way, but there are other ways, aren't there, really? I mean, of doing it. I mean, art, music, whatever. I mean, I don't know what you're into in music, but...
You're into music. What's this thing you're taking part in?
Yeah, this thing. It's with Adrian, who we've all met.
Who sung for us?
He was on here with us Christmas, just on New Year.
Yeah, he's going on tour with his kind of musical. And
But what type of music is it?
Well, it's a mixture, really. I suppose it's kind of...
You haven't got any here, have you?
Have you got it?
I haven't heard.
Well, play us a bit, because I'm not convinced that is the best way, but...
No, I somehow thought you weren't, James.
Well, I mean, are you saying that you don't think music does as much as that art to people? I mean, that picture that you've just shown does something really quite profound, doesn't it? And surely music, in fact,
I think that religion is often a bitter pill, right? And music, rock music, is like the jam that you put on the pill, so you don't notice it so much.
Oh, no, I can't.
Oh, that's an interesting theory, though, actually. Oh, anyway, listen a minute.
You call me father when we face the truth.
It's got good point.
Lukewarm and divided, naked and ashamed. Why are you so silent, struck dumb by unbelief? Will you show compassion on the world for which I grieve? You hunger for the power to see my kingdom grow. Yet while you train your doctrines, my spirit cannot grow. The world has come upon you, or set yourselves apart. The healing of the nations flows from obedience.
It's good.
But this...
I mean, you can't, James, that would...
It's
I
uplifting.
found myself being moved by that, just the music alone. And the words, of course, I enjoyed too. I mean,
What are you doing in it? Just, sorry, what are you actually doing?
Well, basically, he's going on tour all around the country, and I'm part of a supporting choir. I'm not actually touring, but just for when he comes to Dartford.
I'm glad you played that bit because it seems very sort of it seems very big. You know, you imagine you're in a cathedral.
Yeah,
James was just saying that he thinks that Christian rock music and that sort of thing is a sort of sugar on the nasty pill. You know, it draws people.
I didn't like that.
Well, how do you react to that?
I think he's wrong. No, I think it's important.
That's a fairly clear statement.
Yeah. I think it's really important to be able to relate to people in their situations, and in a sense, you've got to vary what you do depending sort of where you are and who you're with. It's like St Paul says somewhere something about I become a Greek for the Greek and etc. etc.
Yeah.
And it's important to be able to adapt really what you're doing. But I think music is really powerful. Actually, if you think just...
Oh, I don't think any of us would have any doubt.
In the sense of secular music,
that
has a lot of impact on people.
Well, I must admit that I've lucky enough to see you performing recently, Adrian.
Yes, you were lucky.
In all the time I've known you, I've seen you talk, I've heard you talk, I've seen what you do, but when you actually...
And seen and heard him talk.
He's an actor, and I tell you what, he sings very well. And to see him perform, I was seeing more of you, I think, than I've ever seen before. I thought the message was coming across better, so maybe I see a small part of what you said is true.
But to be honest, what I was doing wasn't an overtly Christian... No, well, it was, but it wasn't a sort of gospel type thing.
No.
But isn't it, I mean, it's interesting really, isn't it, that the Old Testament is full of music.
Yes.
But the New Testament...
dancing.
The New Testament has got almost no music.
Why?
Yeah. I don't really know. I really don't know the answer. But it would have been lovely, wouldn't it, for one of the apostles or something to play some kind of music. We might have had a much better insight then into the power of music.
And so, with the time nearly 25 minutes to 2, we come to the end of our programmes for today. We hope you enjoyed them, and that you'll be joining us again tomorrow when television starts at 6:55 with TVAM. Meanwhile, from all of us here at Television South to all of you at home, we wish you a very good night and sleep well. And if you can still hear me, don't forget to switch off your set. Good night.